here's a little story about myself. When I was in grade 2, grade 3, or grade 4, one of those years, I was a complete gamer. I loved gaming back then. I dedicated so many hours to gaming. I didn't really care about school. I didn't really care about becoming extremely smart in school, right? Because I just never had the idea of just listening to people. I always got bored. But I realized, like back then, I told myself, I'm gonna make it out in the future. And this comes back to what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a lot of doubt. Not regret, but a lot of doubts because I don't know if I'm gonna make it, right? But I'm only 21. I think I have this perception that I have to make it in my early 20s because of this whole social media game where every freaking 20-year-old or teenager is making it out right now. And it just sucks, right? But I just need to stay in my own lane and focus on myself. I think I'm comparing myself too much. And I think that's where a lot of people are messing up too. They compare themselves to other 20-year-olds, right? Especially when they're in their 20s. Instead of wasting your time and energy doing that, just focus on getting 1% better each day. Focus on completing each task that you need to. I learned this lesson again where, alright, there's a frog, and then you have lunch and then dinner, right? A lot of people like to eat their dessert or their dinner first, then their lunch, their lunch and then their dinner, and then the frog, because they think the frog is disgusting, right? I don't know the analogy for this exactly, but what people need to really do is eat the frog first. Even though it's hard, it's disgusting, you get the hardest task out of the way, and then you could eat whatever you need to, which is your lunch and your dinner, and it gets easier, right? So I try to incorporate this eat the frog lesson where I record my videos in the morning. It's not the hardest task, but for me, it's one of the hardest tasks to move my business forward, right? If I don't record a video for the day, then I'm not going to be able to grow my audience. I'm not going to be able to help people around. And right now, this message is to my younger self. Like, I'm literally dedicating this channel to my younger self because I know back then, let's just say he was in his teenager years, he would have loved this content, right? I think because honestly, like, I'm trying to incorporate other pillars, right? For example, the artist pillar, the entrepreneur pillar, the hybrid athlete pillar. I was once an artist, I was once a runner, now I'm into weightlifting, and I also wanted to get into weightlifting back then. And he also had the passion or the desire to get into entrepreneurship, but he was just lost. He didn't know exactly where to start. I'm gonna be completely honest, like, even when I was in like grade 7, grade 8, I was building a social media page for drawing, right? Basically just showcasing my artwork. And I feel like if I stuck to it, if I learned the Instagram game, I could have literally made a lot of money from that. If I just knew exactly, right? Of course, I was very young. I didn't know exactly how to build a social media page. I built a couple other ones throughout the time. I never stuck to it because the question I keep asking myself is, what are you willing to struggle for? A lot of people don't know what they're willing to struggle for, what they want, right? For example, I'm willing to struggle to build this YouTube channel, and I know even if I don't reap the benefits, I don't mind. It's because I have a passion for this. I want to help people out, especially my younger self. And I'm pretty sure there's so many people like my younger self who really need help. On top of that, I just want to share lessons, wisdom along the way. And I'm willing to make that sacrifice. And it ties into, I could really hone my filmmaking skills too eventually. I want to get back into filmmaking. I want to get back into a lot of other things. But right now, the one task that I need to focus on is uploading YouTube videos consistently, uploading great content, getting 1% better in each area, right? Which is pretty much even if here's another analogy. You've been weightlifting for so many years, and let's just say you hop on the treadmill the first 2 minutes before you start weightlifting. You're getting 1% better each day, because it also decreases the risk of you getting, what is it, a heart disease, right? And that's so cool. Like I think a lot of weightlifters need to start doing cardio more. I'm not a huge cardio fan, but I've been implementing it more. I'm starting to run more. I'm starting to jump rope more or skip rope more. And it's pretty fun. I love it, at least. As soon as I get back home, I'm literally just gonna be productive. I need to focus on creating my dream avatar or my dream 100 customers, and then creating an avatar to figure out exactly who I want to target. I had this before, but I think it keeps evolving because I keep having new ideas, and that's all right. Yeah, that's all. Just remember to take it easy and everything will be fine.